Let's record this shit. Apparently I get embarrassed. Hi everybody, welcome to FitBryn. I am Brynna and I'm trying to do fitness differently. If you've ever struggled with insecurities, body image, or even just finding the motivation to work out, you are not alone. This channel is not just about fitness and workouts. It's really about building strength from the inside out. And I really want this channel to be real because working on yourself is not pretty. It's really uncomfortable, it's messy, there's a lot of tears, and all of that is super beautiful, and I want that to be embraced here. Some days it seriously might feel impossible, but that's exactly why I'm here. So I have quite a long and winding fitness journey. I was watching those fitness channels on YouTube like Nikki Blackketter, Heidi Summers, like all of that kind of bodybuilding Gymshark culture when it first came out on YouTube. Like I started my fitness journey watching those videos. I also studied kinesiology in school, which is also known as exercise science. I was training varsity athletes for a while at my school as a strength and conditioning coach. I worked as a personal trainer a little bit after, and I even almost went into school for dietetics, and then I had a little bit of like a switch and was like, no, I'm going into naturopathic medicine. Also, side note, I also switched from that and I never ended up going. But I was in the health and wellness industry for a really long time, and I have my own experiences and my thoughts about it. And I am by no means saying that those channels are inherently toxic. I'm just saying that the way that I internalized fitness for an incredibly long period of my life was incredibly toxic to myself. I suffered from body dysmorphia, a really bad eating disorder, and I was just honestly cruel and unkind to my body, often punishing it, over-exercising, and feeling this like incredible sense of control and anxiety about fitness and the way that I looked. Everything that I did, whether it was what I ate or how I was moving my body, came from a form of punishment or from a place of sincere dislike for myself, how I looked, and who I was. And it took me a really long time to heal my relationship with my body, but I am really happy to say that I am on the other side, and I am still a work in progress, but I really want to be real about my fitness journey and also to hopefully resonate with some of you so that you don't feel so alone in your journey. And so that really makes me realize that fitness and working out, it's not just the physical aspect, it's also the mental aspect. You're also working on yourself, trying to love yourself, and just trying to show up more authentically and wholly in your life. By wholly, I mean like wholesome, as in you're whole. And I am not trying to sound like a hypocrite and say that I am perfect and that I never have bad days. I totally do, but I also know that coming out from that incredibly negative, toxic cycle of being unkind and honestly hating yourself, I really want to show you that you can get out of there. And I think a big part that would help is having a community where you felt seen and safe in your insecurities to get to a place where you really do love yourself. I think the place that I am right now is I'm really working on the loving myself piece. I feel much more at ease with my body, the way that I look, and the way that I move my body. It's not a form of punishment, but I also know that the mental piece of healing my insecurities, healing my triggers, healing my wounds, that is the part that I am working on now. It's really that mental journey. And so I genuinely thought, what better way than to merge my love, my dear, dear, dear love of fitness with my love of self-love and personal growth, because I think that we have a lifetime ahead of ourselves to work on those things. And I want to be so real and honest, no matter how shameful or how embarrassing it is. I want to share that journey with you, that hopefully you can resonate with some pieces of my story and you can feel not so alone, and you can also learn from some of the tools that I've discovered and implement them in your own life so that you can actually heal yourself and see these positive impacts in your life. So all that to say that I want to create a space for what I just mentioned to thrive. This is something that I'm super excited about because I've always wanted to create a fitness channel, but it never felt quite right for me at the time. I think a few years ago, my relationship with my body and my relationship with fitness wasn't at the level where I wanted to preach it to people, and I'm not trying to preach it now, but I didn't want to embody some example to people because I didn't like the relationship that I had. I feel like I'm in so much more of an empowered place. That's why I'm choosing to do this now, because I truly believe that growth, real lasting growth, takes work, it takes reps, both physically and mentally. Progress is not linear, it has ups and downs, but if you just stay here with me and you stay consistent, you will genuinely see yourself in such a completely different place if you just trust the process and you trust the journey. Keep focusing on putting one foot in front of the other. One thing that I truly know that will make an immediate difference is by knowing that you have yourself, that you have an anchor in yourself and you're never alone because you know that you love yourself. Obviously, getting there takes time, and that is totally okay. That is what I'm here for. No toxicity, no emphasis on the destination or for the results, because that will come. If you just focus too much on the results or lack thereof, you really lose the motivation to continue to show up because you're just focusing on what you're not or what you're not seeing. I believe that that's the greatest disservice that we can give to ourselves. It's about acknowledging all of the small ways that you show up. So let's focus on enjoying this journey. It's gonna be imperfect, but one day you're gonna look back on your life and you're gonna want to have joy and love for the struggle. Because sometimes I think that we need to wait to enjoy our lives when we've loved ourselves completely, when we feel so confident, or when we look a certain way, when we are a certain size. But you're here right now. Why cause yourself so much pain by feeling like where you are right now is not good enough? Because you are good enough at every single moment in every stage of your life. So you might as well enjoy the messy process to becoming the person that you know you can be. I also want to recognize that there are so many YouTube fitness channels out there that are absolutely amazing, and some of them including Move with Nicole, Growing Ananas, Caroline Gervin, Charlie Follows, and Boho Beautiful. Those have all been really fun channels for me to inspire my love of movement. And so I kind of started to wonder, like, why am I starting a YouTube channel if there are already so many great fitness channels out there? And it's because that the community that I really want to build, that I know would help me and would help so many other people, it really needs to exist. It's because I really believe in creating a channel where fitness and mental health and self-love go hand in hand. I often find myself like really wanting to know who these creators are. I want to know what they struggle with. I want to know like the shit that makes them insecure or sad, not because I want them to feel unhappy, but it's like we're all humans in this messy situation of life, and we all struggle with things about ourselves. I want to see myself reflected in these people, and I want to be able to do that for you. I also notice that I end up kind of like tuning out the workouts with copyright-free music, and there's nothing against it. It totally works for those channels, but that's just something that I want to do differently. I want to share stories and my lessons learned from this journey of self-growth on these podcasts to help inspire you and give you mental tools while you're also physically working out your body. We're doing the reps, like I mentioned. And I personally love working out with a variety of different YouTube channels. And I just really hope that if this one resonates with you, that you'll add it to your fitness roster and that this will find a nice special place in your heart, in your fitness journey. So if you're here to grow, move, break that muscle, and break the limits that we put on ourselves, this is the right channel for you. So it seriously means so much to me if you hit the subscribe button, if you like this video and you join the community, and I'm just really grateful that you're here. I'm excited to share a ton of workout videos with you. Oh my God, it's so sweaty. I'm hot, holy Lord. Okay, did it.